front of. The sign in front of the store told him to park in back. The sign in front of the store told him to park in the back. Into. When we walked into the classroom, we met the teacher. Preposition into. When we walked into the classroom, we met the teacher. Inside. Is there any food inside the refrigerator? Inside. Is there any food inside the refrigerator? Near. George lives near the place where he works. Of. There are plenty of apples for everybody to have one. Of. There are plenty of apples for everybody to have one. On. Look on the table and you will see the books. Look on the table and you will see the books. On to. They walked onto the airplane and sat down. On to. They walked onto the airplane and sat down. They walked onto the train and sat down. Out. A cat fell out the window. Out. But he survived the fall. A cat fell out the window, but he survived the fall. Outside. The teachers are talking together outside the classroom. The teachers are talking together outside the classroom. Outside. Through. Running through a waterfall is refreshing. Running through a waterfall is refreshing. Through. To. Did you go to the store yet? Did you go to the school yet? With. Who did you go to movies with? Who did you go to the movies with? Or with whom did you go to the movies? With whom did you go to the movies? Preposition at. I have to wake up tomorrow at 6. At. I have to wake up tomorrow at 6. He is at work today. At. He is at work today. They are at temple right now. They are at temple right now. John decided to stay at home today because he is sick. John decided to stay at home today because he is sick. She is studying at the library. She is studying at the library. My favorite radio station is at 91.1 FM on the radio dial. My favorite radio station is at 91.1 FM on the radio dial. She was at school yesterday. She was at school yesterday. They are at the park. They are at the park. Arun lives at 2124 Mount Road. Arun lives at 2124 Mount Road. Use at for an address. Why do you use an at? At for an address. Behind. The sun is behind the clouds today. This boy is hiding behind a tree. He doesn't like to work behind the desk. There are thousands of office workers behind the glass and steel of this skyscraper. Behind the horse, there is a man in a carriage. There are 5 hikers walking behind the tour guide. She is falling behind at work. So now she takes her work home and finishes it on the weekend. He looks so sad behind those metal bars. It's a good idea to pay attention to the road when you are behind the wheel of a car. Behind the wheel means driving. When you are behind the wheel of a car. This horse is kept behind the fence. Otherwise he might run away. Kept inside a fence is also right, but behind the fence is another way of saying. She is at work during the day. We are talking during. There were a couple of people talking during the movie. He was a soldier during World War II. He plays a lot of golf during summer. So he plays a lot of cricket during the summer. They get together during the day for tea. They get together during the day for tea. He tries to take a nap during the afternoon. During the day, she goes to school. She likes to spend time outside during the summer. He worked on his computer during the flight. During equals at the same time. Between, another preposition. This young mother wanted to have her picture taken while sitting between her daughters. Which flag is flying between the American and the Canadian flags? The man sitting between the other 2 men feels uncomfortable. The bridge between these 2 bluffs provide a huge crossing to mountains. The relationship between a doctor and a patient is confidential. There is a very narrow walkway between these two buildings. The fight between these two men resulted in the death of one of them. This dog is sticking his nose between the bars on the window. Between. There are many differences between these two men, but they are still good friends. A handshake is often used to indicate an agreement between two people. A plate sits between a knife and a fork. For is a preposition. She is posing for a picture. Window boxes are great for growing flowers. Broccoli is good for you. He is making some good food for his friends. He is making some food for his friends. He works for a bank. He needs to wear a suit for his job. The anteater is looking for some food. He is looking for a bathroom. You need to get some oil for your car. He is buying some cotton candy for his son. From. This flag is from Turkey. Do you know where pineapples come from? No, I don't. Where? They come from tropical areas like Hawaii. Sweat is dripping from his forehead. They are looking down on the city from an observation deck. My friend got this fresh bread from the bakery. From. He is a mean dude. He comes from a bad family. This picture is from a trip I took to Chennai. The cars are leaving from the ferry. They came to this island from the mainland. In, preposition in. They are both sitting in a hot tub.